Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday afternoon, so that could be a nice moment to arrange and play some spontaneous stream on two channels, Checkers Online TV on Twitch and Checkers TV on YouTube. For me it is as well the form of test, some new features, some new software that you might know I'm already trying to use to learn how to use all the features, and it needs a bit of practice. One thing that I wanted to arrange here was the sound, and here it is. It should be now working. Let me check it. Okay, it should be done. I think it works now, and it should be in the output as well. That's right. And how can you hear me? Let me check it. Test 1, 2, 3. Okay, should be okay. So, it's Sunday afternoon, and it's a great opportunity to once again try to use new features. You know already the scoreboard that can be displayed by me, and maybe let's try to use it. Where do I have it? Here. So once I will click it, you will see the current time and the result between me and my opponents. So the plan for this stream is like that. About an hour we'll play Checkers Arena in the application from CC Games, the most downloadable application in the world with over 100 million downloads. The new thing about the stream is that you have automatic captions on YouTube, so my words should be written down and automatically you can convert it, translate it to other languages. And after we'll play those games in the Checkers Arena, then we'll move to draughts, and then we'll play some other competitions, some other tournaments, because this is how I would like those streams to work, to be entertaining for you, to spend a nice time, to follow what is going on in the Checkers world. Hello boys, DSO, siema Damian. Witam serdecznie, siemaneczko. Nie publikowałem tego streama, cieszę się, że wpadacie. Calvin Klein na Twitchu, siemaneczko. Okay, so let's play this arena. As you know, this arena lasts for entire weekend and means that you can play from Friday evening to Sunday evening, and as you can see already there is 5,801 player playing in that. Rules International, which means in 8x8 we play Brazilian variation of the game, and there is already notification in the application. So let's join this arena and let's try to find our first opponent. And I'm really interested in who will that be, because my elo is quite high. You know already that my matchmaking is not easy for me, but still out of so many players it could be possible to find some well-playing opponents. So these guys I don't know where from. Oh, there was some animation. Valis and Futuna. Whoa, what is this country? I don't even know. Okay, let's go. Some opening that I don't see often in such games. This gives me this possibility to activate my left side, so let's try to use it. I hope I will not fall for any combination. And this gives me this possibility. And honestly I don't know, because few times I've had such... Oh, I'm losing on a combination right now. 13 to 17, so that would be a nice start. My opponent, luckily for me, didn't see it, and now from winning to losing in one move, because that was the only move, 2 to 6, that was not coming with any sacrifices. Probably that's the reason why my opponent decided to play there, and now just after this exchange my opponent is not having any good move, because after 12-16 I will just sacrifice 1, take 2, and what else he can play now? Nothing, I guess. So a bit of luck in the very first game of the stream. Second sacrifice, because what else my opponent could play? Definitely during the next hour of the competitions we'll have some much more difficult opponents. As you know, the draughts portal comes with mostly professionals playing checkers or draughts. And meanwhile, here on the application from CC Games, the Checkers Online, it's really nice for you if you want to start your adventure with checkers or draughts, because there you have so many casual players that are not professionals and that can just give you a nice time playing the games with, or at least you can win some games, which is really difficult on draughts, of course, when you play against masters, grandmasters, international masters, etc. Okay. What else I can display? For example, comments that you can type on Twitch. Those comments are like that. So if you would like to get, for example, the links to download the application, it's easy to chat it, the right comment, and then you will get the link. This guy I play against has 352 victories. I bet most of them are during such arenas like that. Here we have my first victory, and now I am rated 2500 players, and my ELO is 2005. You can remember that after last competition I just lost a lot of ELO points, and we can see David Jurkiewicz playing in this competition, the guy who won it last week. Now he has 598 points, and the leader from Great Britain has 603 points, so it's a big part of the weekend to win and play so many games. If you don't know me, let me introduce myself. I'm your host, I'm Damian Reszka from Poland, and I have international FMGB master title, what you can see on this display. And now let's back with the result. Let me update it, title editor. So me now having 2 points, as my opponents have 0 at this moment, but still there are many games of course to be played. Damian, czy będziesz grał na Checkers Online, czy tylko na apce grasz tej telefonowej? Akurat jeżeli chodzi o najbliższy czas, to raczej będę grał wyłącznie na apce, bo portal chwilowo nie ma możliwości dalej się rozwijać, jeżeli chodzi o nowe, chociażby o nowe funkcje. Trudniej mi czasami się wysłowić po polsku niż po angielsku. I z tego powodu gram przede wszystkim teraz na apce, bo apka jednak pozwala fajniej performować w tych naszych arenach na 1000 graczy. Jak coś, to muzyczka jest troszkę za głośno. O, super, dzięki, że mówisz, to już ją ściszam. Dałem jeszcze 12 dB w dół. Czy teraz jest ok, Calvin? Super, że piszecie mi takie rzeczy. Okay, let's go. So my opponent is from France, and he has 55 victories in international rules 8x8, and also this guy played 10x10 100 squared international checkers, having 13 victories. As you know, I'm most specialized in this variation of the game, the 100 squared, but this played on the chessboard, like we can say, is really entertaining for me as well. Teraz jest dobrze, super, dziękuję Ci bardzo za uwagę. Okay, so this guy takes backwards and plays quite calm position right now, but it looks like he knows how to play. What was his ELO after all? 1198. Okay, so it's not high, but still it looks like he's playing much more solid. But of course he's going to the edges, which can be used by me. You need to be very careful with going to the edges. And you know what? If he tries to go to the edge with all the pieces, I'll try to take one, this 1721, and I believe it can be a really good thing to work, because those pieces 22, 29 can't be developed easily. There is a nice combinational idea if I sacrifice to 18, because then I create the free tempo with his taking back, capture back in this position, but it would be just an exchange 2 for 2. I don't want to simplify position if I just want to bring some tension on it, because once I'm a bit more experienced player, perhaps it will be easier for me to win in those tense position. And now freeing this square 42 is a mistake, because this combination that I showed you before works right now. I sacrifice the first one, creating the free tempo, because on the next move he needs to capture back. And once he will take it back, I will capture those 2 pieces that I just attacked. So that's a little surprise from my side, my dear opponent, and I will get to the king, or at least he will give me a piece if he wants me to avoid from getting to a king. Okay, so he sacrifices. He sacrifices, I have 1 piece more, so it's quite easy so far. Oh, and he disconnected? Okay, he connected back. But the situation is tough for my French opponent. You can see that right now I have 225 victories on this application, this account, and my ELO is 2005. Which is the highest one out of other variations of the game. Perhaps I'll play here. There are some traps prepared by my opponent, like sacrificing there. Okay, he exchanges this piece. It's reasonable, because after all, this piece was holding his pieces too strong, and now he gained some space to make moves. I can make this move with some threat going to 15. If he goes to 24, then I can attack to 15, because now this column is working. 27, 23, 18. Oh, and actually he went where I wanted, so he gave me to attack, and the possibility of attacking right now. So I take it. So it looks like the game is decided. What is going on there with my hair? They can see on the camera, and perhaps now he is disconnected permanently. No, he is back once again. So it's a nice way of spending Sunday. You can just have a cup of coffee and play some checkers games. I think many people can like it. 35 seconds on my opponent's clock, but no possibilities of saving this game. Maybe after this game I will take a look at the ratings, because still my colleague from Poland, David, perhaps is trying to force the victory in the entire arena. I think he's playing all the time. There was a small difference between those players, because only 5 points? 5 points of difference between them. Okay, my dear Omar, maybe? OM something R, maybe Omar. Another disconnection. I don't like it, honestly, because it takes more time than the game should take you. I don't know if you noticed, but yesterday on both channels, checkersTV and warcaby, I published new shorts, and those shorts got really nice numbers, few thousand of views in a few hours, so this is something that I think I will be providing on those channels, because that's the way to attract people with the checkers game. Okay, so I think the game will end soon, that's right. So I gathered 2 points, and as you can see, standings, yeah, both those players are still playing. This British one won one game from the moment that we followed it, and there is David, 601 points. Okay, let's try to find out another opponent in the application. Philippines. Yo. Jak tam zdrówko w ogóle, Damiano? Dobrze, dobrze. Czy gram na telefonie, czy jakiś bluestek? Na telefonie. Na telefonie i sobie przechwytuję do oprogramowania streamingowego ekran z telefonu. A jak u Ciebie, Calvin? Też dobrze? Mam nadzieję, że tak. For my English-speaking viewers, I will try to sometime use Polish language as Poland is my domestic country and I have a big part of community there. Many viewers from Poland, so I think you'll understand it, but most of the content of those channels will be in English language, of course, and now I locked my opponent's left wing, so this is something that can work for me. And of course that's a good choice from my opponent, because once you don't have enough space to make moves, you can just try to go further to find some space. And it can be like the weapon that I can be somehow beaten with, because in such positions as well my possibilities can be limited, and it looks like my opponent knows how to do it. Those are really good exchanges, and if my opponent exchanges back, then I think I play against such a strong player. Perhaps even my opponent knows if this position is winning or not, because I can't attack here to 15 because of this majority combination, 16 to 19. Let's check the statistics. International rules, NO someone E, Philippines, 38 victories, okay. But with ELO 1547, so it's like this opponent is getting stronger and stronger, and higher ELO with every game. So perhaps this guy or girl knows how to play. Dobrze jest, mordeczko, to się cieszę bardzo. Okay, still the same combination is working. I need to cover this gap. Perhaps now I will see something like 6 to 10. Okay, there is not. There is not such move. So perhaps now I can make this attack, or something different. I can make this majority combination. So that was a mistake from my opponent, but I think he or she plays amazingly strong. Oglądałem Twój film na kanale Warcaby, widzę, że nie jest ostatnio z Warcabami za dobrze. Wiesz co, no to wszystko zależy od punktu widzenia, dobrze czy niedobrze. No generalnie punktuję jakiś problem, który chciałbym rozwiązać takimi systemowymi rozwiązaniami, a nie takimi doraźnymi, bo chciałbym, żeby Polski Związek Warcabowy po pierwsze był silną organizacją stojącą na silnych nogach, a żeby przy okazji cała społeczność czuła współodpowiedzialność za to, co się niestety ostatnio nie daje poczuć. Więc tak, no bym określił, że biorąc pod uwagę te wszystkie czynniki, za dobrze nie jest. Okay, still the guys chasing each other. 605 points against 601. Let's try to find another opponent. There is an opponent from Poland. So there is absolutely new animation with putting all those pieces on the board that was not displayed last week. J someone R. Okay, so the guy from Poland having 1428 victories with elo of 1600 over. So this guy is experienced. Keep on mind that you can use different commands on the chat. Feel free to do it, or at least I can make it perhaps this way, so you will be able to see. I won the second game, so I need to update my score to 4 points, and my opponent still null. It can change, of course, I always lose some points. Oh, we've had some notification perhaps about new follower, thank you very much for that. First time chat, John Bennett, siemano. Yo, pierwszy raz proszę na czacie i dzięki bardzo. Wyróżniona wiadomość od razu, miło Cię widzieć. John Bennett. A, to z tobą może gram, co? Powiedz, czy gram z tobą, bo tu JR coś może powiązanego, podobnego. Okay, so the game is after the opening phase and now will be slowly coming to an end game. Slowly coming to an end game. I'd like to have some more space here. John to mój ziomek. No to dziękuję Ci bardzo, Calvin, za przeprowadzanie tutaj nowych ludzi. Mam nadzieję, że wspólnie będziemy tworzyli większą i większą społeczność. Bardzo fajnie. Każdy powinien tak robić, byłoby bardzo miło, jakby każdy się angażował w to budowanie naszej społeczności. W Warcaby pogrywamy sobie czasami. Jak gracie? Spotykacie się, czy tylko jakieś kurniki albo inne miejsca online? No nie mam dobrej pozycji. Musi być więcej ludzi, a nie. Dlatego też odpalam, słuchajcie, takie spontaniczne streamki typu ten, bo chcę po prostu, żeby było więcej tej treści, więcej kontentu i więcej ludzi przeprowadzić. No i też czasami będę odpalał po angielsku, żeby przeprowadzić też trochę więcej osób anglojęzycznych. Bartek Maniecki na YouTubie, siemaneczko. Oh, that was a nice opportunity my opponent gave me, because now this is extremely strong piece holding many others. I feel safe now about this position. Of course there is still some exchange, but I will get some extra space to develop. Like for example in this position I can escape with this. Z przegranej dał Ci wygraną. Wiesz, jak często ma miejsce coś takiego w moich partiach? Bardzo często. I guess this exchange will work. Perhaps this move 5 to 9 is the best right now, because this is 6 to 9 is losing immediately, and this one perhaps as well. Because now I make this exchange with this threat 15 to 10, and if he escapes to 20 I move to 19 with another threat. Despite the fact we both have only 4 pieces, it looks like winning position. Jest arena. Those are biggest checkers tournaments in the world. Thousands of players play there on weekends. That's right. Cieszę się, korzystajcie z tych różnych komend. Yep, and this exchange works for me. No i dzięki Tobie, Calvin, mogę przynajmniej przetestować te wszystkie komendy, czy one lecą. Bartek, jak jesteś na tym stream, co to? O właśnie. Wiesz co, stream akurat nie ma na tym, a weź kliknij na przykład app, wykrzyknik app, bo chcę posprawdzać, czy działają te timery na czacie. I czy ja mam tutaj dobry podgląd, czy Najbot mi tutaj nie podrzuca. To są komendy generalnie, one powinny działać. Okay, next victory here. Oh, this British guy is running away from David. David is not gathering another points. And now me having 8 points, I'm on the place number 1059. I co, i nic się nie pojawia na streamie, na czacie? Bo teraz nie wiem, czy w moim studiu będzie podgląd komend, czy nie, ale ustawiałem je tak, że powinny działać. Chyba że jeszcze muszę jakiegoś tego dać, moderatora do Nightbota. Zaraz może popatrzę. Another game against the guy who has similar flag to Polish, but Indonesian actually. Converted colors oppositely. 11 to 15, let's try central. Let's try to play central opening, and here it is, the attack. Nic nie ma, dobra, to muszę jakiegoś dać tak komendę w takim razie. Dashboard. Działają elegancko. No na Twitchu działają, ale nie działają na YouTubie. Zaraz muszę to sprawdzić. Ale fajnie, po to są te streamy, żeby to wszystko naprawić. Czy ja muszę dać Nightbota do... Nightbot na... Logs, dashboard... Join channel... O, dobra. I teraz tak... Na listach moderatorów muszę dodać Nightbota, już powinno działać. To zaraz sobie przetestujemy, jeśli pozwolicie. Czyli tak, YouTube Studio, ustawienia, uprawnienia, moderatorzy. Tylko teraz standardowi czy zarządzający? Zróbmy tak. No dobra. Bartek, mógłbyś jeszcze raz przetestować? Napisać jakiegoś tego? Jakąś wiadomość? Czy teraz się załączy? What do I play here? Only 1 minute 40 seconds on my account, so it's not much. I need to speed up a little. Może to zajmuje chwilę, żeby odświeżyć, bo chyba dalej się nic nie pokazuje. Dobra, dodało mi tu Nightbota i zatwierdziłem. O, uruchomił się. Uruchomił się. Nadal nic nie ma na czacie, zwykły tekst. Działa, dobra. Czyli jak go dodałem jako moderatora, to poszło. No i super, wszystko śmiga i działa. Checkers app, Android i iOS są linki podane, jakbyście chcieli. So now, Nightbot is working fine on checkersTV YouTube channel, so you can type some comments that will be showed on the screen, on the chat, and then you can find some interesting news. Dziękuję Ci bardzo, Bartek, za pomoc. Dołożyłeś istotną cegiełkę. So it looks like in 2 moves my opponent runs out the possibilities. No matter what he will play right now, I have one free move, 2-6. And it means that despite the fact that I play white pieces, I will be winning because of freezing my opponent out at the same moment. So now he needs to give 2 pieces away, perhaps, or maybe make this combination, 21, 17, and then... But it's not working, because then I take to 25. So it looks like victory for me, to be honest. Okay, so he sacrifices that way. Perhaps it's still not so easy to win, because there are many my pieces hanging in this position. I need to try to figure something out, but my opponent did not have the good move actually, and now no matter what he will play, 21 or 20, I have a small combination on each move. So I can sacrifice one here, second one here, and take to the king with attacking this on the main diagonal, and it works fine. A gdzie są komendy wypisane? Wiesz co, będzie Ci ten podrzucał. Na razie jest wykrzyknik elo, wykrzyknik up, wykrzyknik donate i wykrzyknik, co ja tam jeszcze robiłem, play. No ale jak macie pomysły, jak jakieś komendy Ty masz, to podrzucajcie je śmiało, żeby ludziom umożliwić zdobywanie informacji, co, gdzie, jak grać. No bo ten checkersTV, jak on będzie przede wszystkim kierowany do anglojęzycznych, no to wiadomo, że chce dużo większą społeczność zachęcić. Okay, so we see everything works. David is still playing. This British guy as well is still playing. ELO works. My FMGD ELO is 2178. That's right. So all comments are tested by Bartek, and it's nice. So finally I won how many games? 3 or 4? Perhaps 4. So it was 8. I forgot to update the result. So those commands were... Oh, I just wanted to make it differently. Those commands are possible for Twitch, those that you can see on the screen, and slowly we'll turn to lead drafts, because after the functions are tested, we can go further. So for a moment it will be like, oops, not that way, cropping, why isn't it working? What I want to do right now is to have some, let's say, this screen for a moment, just to change the surrounding. And here I can go to lead drafts web page, switch off this and turn on this. Here it is. We are on leaddrafts.org, checking for a new way of competitions right now. Edgar, hi, nice to see you. What are some good checkers books to get better? It depends on what level you play, on which level you play right now. So you think that you are already experienced player, you have some international rating, or you just want to start from the scratch? W tej aplikacji wystarczy rzucić klina i 90% graczy go zaatakuje z każdej... Wiesz co, nie, na pewno nie. Myślę, że z 1 na 4 może tak atakuje. Edgar plays American checkers? Oh, Bartek asks about American checkers. Okay, so let's try to find some nice competition that we can play. So play tournaments, and what do we have here? We have, for example, hourly Blitz Arena. So for those 2 games maybe I can join it to warm up a little. You're amateur. Okay, so the question is which variation of the game you would like to improve, the international one or the American checkers or something? Which books you want, because Bartek has the access to all of them. So as you can see, my rating here is 1951, nearly 300 points more than my opponent Mandak, but I haven't played for a long time, so it won't be easy. As you can see, Bartek has access to almost everything, but Bartek, don't share this website that you are thinking about, because you know that this is stealing from the authors. It should not be done this way, that books are published online for everyone, while some people spend a lot of time on writing it. It should get some money from it. So my opponent plays quite fast this opening, maybe too fast. He looks like a bit confident about that. Of course, putting the third piece behind the 4 clock is usually not a good idea. Okay, and perhaps this is some Zugzwang position. I think this attack really works well. Now my opponent can't lock it here or here. It's not possible, because I have a combination, and he loses for one of it. Standard 4 clock combination. I sacrifice the first one, second one, and the third one to take 3 to the king. I play mainly Portuguese checkers. I'm Portuguese, but also I play Brazilian and Italian variations. Okay. You know, for us in Poland we play mostly Brazilian ones with the international rules, and as well once we play international drafts, checkers 100 squared, we have just the same rules on the 64 squared board and 100 squared. Can I attack somewhere? I don't think so, so perhaps I'll just try to simplify. I will destroy this catching loop possibility for my opponent, take that side maybe. So now my opponent gave me the time to open the main diagonal because I can attack here and take here, and now there's more space for my king. If he wants to destroy it, he can. I could make this exchange, perhaps it was even better, but even if he destroys my king, sacrificing 3 pieces for 1, it's still easy win for me because I will have 2 pieces more. Okay, he was not interested on this. Adrian, widzę, że dzisiaj lead drafts. No dzisiaj taki niestandardowy streamik, ja będę robił takie, bo jesteśmy i na YouTubie, na Checkers Online i tam zachęcam was, żeby przychodzić, bo robię coraz więcej treści anglojęzycznych i chciałbym, żeby ten kanał rósł anglojęzyczny, więc będę robił takie streamy, które są dedykowane po angielsku, ale wiadomo, że jak jesteście, to po polsku powtrącam, które będą właśnie zawierały trochę gierki na lead drafts, trochę gry w aplikacji, tak jak dzisiaj. Jak jakaś książka 8/8 trafia do Brazylii, to od razu jest skanowana i wrzucana na dysk Google i gracze mają między sobą. Jak pytałem o książki Brazylijczyka, to wszystko mieli online zeskanowane. No, rozumiem, że tak się dzieje, natomiast wiadomo, no nie popieram tej praktyki. Okay, just waiting for my opponent to give up this game. Perhaps using the time I can try to go to the another king, because now he will have the possibility of destroying my one with this majority, but it's not changing anything. I'll force him to play here, here, and no matter where he goes, each of these moves will be followed by this move from my side. Okay, once I can go to the king immediately, I will just take it. So this attack, I guess, is unavoidable. At least I can still play here, 6 to 11, to make a loop after this, but he surrendered. So there it is, first 2 points. Looking for another opponent in this tournament. It's the same as Spanish checkers, but Spanish checkers are played in the white squares and the double corner is on the left. Portuguese checkers are on the black squares and double is on the left. Okay, so it's like just converted side of Brazilian, yeah? It's 90 degrees turned. And what are the rules of Portuguese checkers, comparing, for example, to American checkers? Another guy that plays extremely fast. We can spend a lot of time playing this game because there is 5 minutes per player. But they just want to play fast. Okay. Okay, I got the center of the board and now I should avoid the classical position because it looks like I have much more tempos than my opponent. What he is going and trying to play. Perhaps I can kinda surround this piece because now he destroyed this one, 47, which is important column, and that makes me possible to attack here, but on the other side, if I attack, he goes here, I take, and he will exchange here. Okay, at this moment he will not have a good move, because I will go further. Then I can use this attack. Another really important piece was removed from 48, so now I can be trying to go to 26. My opponent can't go here because of this small combination 2-4-3. This is really risky because of that, probably losing. So I like my position, and just a matter of calculating it till the end. And now after this move, he can't go here because I sacrifice 1 and take 2. And if he goes something like here, I have this exchange. So the piece that I wanted to take before, now I'm just changing my plan. I'm just exchanging it, and my position looks so powerful. Now he is exchanging my pieces. Okay. So perhaps exchanging here could be possible. Or on the other side, I should not be afraid of this exchange. He is not playing there. So perhaps this one he's thinking about. But the problem is that after this exchange, he still can't go to 33. And the question is what he can play. Here, I will play this move, and will be tough for him to improve. So this combination is prepared, but after this move probably it's not working well. This will sacrifice 4 and take 2 with no breakthrough. So for me, just waiting would be a good idea. If it is possible to wait, of course. But I will. Here, and perhaps here to attack. Sometimes such positions can be not so pleasant, because you'll get to the moment where your opponent will just run you out of possibilities, and can be like that in that game. Actually, I would like it not to happen, but it can happen. So how to win it? This should work actually. Okay. Maybe not. After this one I can't go further because he has 1 for 2. So in this position is it like I don't have a good move? Or maybe just let him do this 1 for 2 is a good idea? Or maybe not, because I can't go here because there is this exchange. The problem is that he takes this direction. And I need to try to make a draw, which could not be so easy. So I became a victim of my own plan. Probably it's a draw, because 4 against 1 can be winning for one side, but then you need to make the kings out of all pieces, and it's not easy in such position when your all pieces are centralized. Will he try to play this on time? He was trying to play on time, so I needed to speed it up. And I lost this game. Can you capture a king with 3 kings? No, you need at least 4. You need at least 4 to win in international checkers. It's a draw with 3 kings, that's right. I tried few times, but my mind was blown because in Italian piece can't capture king. Really? And in Spanish main line was on different sides. You have flying kings, can't capture backwards, and you have the max capture rule. And if you have different captures but the same number of pieces, quality rule, you have to capture the most kings. Wow. That means that there are so many different rules that you need to be aware, comparing to the checkers or drafts that we used to play. Okay, so I have some exchanging guy. I think that I'm just out of business, you know, that my calculations work slow, so I need to practice a lot, so such streams would be a nice way for it. Do you hear the sound of the moving pieces from the lead drafts? Czy słyszycie dźwięk przesuwanych pionów z lead drafts, czy nie? I have some history against this guy. I won one game and I played a draw in another. Yes, very good, Bartosz, thank you. Quietly, but yeah, okay. So probably it's via my microphone and not from the website. Then that is the another thing to check for myself. So my opponent has a lot of pieces on his left wing, and I'll try to attack his right one in this classical position with those two against 2 pieces locked in the central part of the board. It's one of the most common positions in checkers, in international checkers. Okay, he tries to push, so maybe I will try to prepare some traps for him. Like, for example, this exchange is not possible. This is not possible. Honestly, there are many moves not possible right now. The question is what my opponent will play in the future. He can go here, but then perhaps I will play here with this threat going to 24, and if he covers, then I try to move here again. That happens. Just like I planned. Ooh. So calculations are needed right now. This is the move that I didn't expect, so I sacrifice 1, take 2, he takes 3. I take 1 and where he takes 1 for 2, 3, 1. One for 2 should be equal. So maybe it's not something that I like. Then I'll cover this gap here. I guess he needs to exchange somewhere here. I still prefer my position. Again, this exchange that I didn't expect. But how he wants to use it? This is losing in a wise way. This works, I guess. Or maybe not. Something bad happens to me with my calculations, definitely. It's not going well, my dear watchers. Okay, maybe with that one I will try to prepare some ladder combinations or etc. Oh, some notification happened. New subscriber! Thank you very much, Ruslan, I guess. Why you don't take coffee? What happened to my opponent? Will he lose on time or what? Dark pieces have winning position right now, and my opponent decided not to take. Kinda strange situation. Perhaps he had the urgent need of going somewhere, like the toilet. What can I say? Even if he came back and played it, having 12 seconds, it's not enough. It's not enough. I will win on time then. So I'm not satisfied with that way of victory, but still, the victory is a victory. Time out, back to tournament. Perhaps I will pause from playing another game, because you can see that we are playing here 5+0 games. So for a second I will go to the Babasi arena, which is 0 plus 2, 64 squared checkers, and this is something I really like. Most of the players paused the game, so perhaps I hope someone will be connected, paired with me, and there is Dudi88, proszę bardzo, Duduś gra. Fast gamer, okay, so now my opponent has 20 seconds to decide the first move, but then as you can see we need to be extremely fast because we have just few seconds before the time runs out. So there is no time of so longer decisions, and I won on time. Okay, 2 points. And once no one was playing this tournament, will I be the winner, having only points gathered in this competition? How is it working? Quite funny, don't you think? I came for the last game and perhaps it will be winning for me. What are some differences in terms of tactical play between Brazilian and international? I guess no. There are no differences. International have more complicated combinations. It's natural because of the size of the board and the number of pieces, but honestly about noticing the differences, it works the same because the rules are the same. So just having the bigger sized board and more pieces, it's easier to find more difficulties on these positions. Brawo, wygrałeś turniej, dziękuję, na to wychodzi. To jest Mistrzostwo Świata. Pierwszy turniej wygrany, the first competition won. I came for one game. I won one game and probably that was the only one game played on this competition. I don't know why I'm not paired with Dudi, it looks like he is not pausing the game. And why other players are not playing in this competition? I don't know. It ends in 2 minutes and 44 seconds. And we can try to play another one. So the another one will be starting at 1 PM and it's Super Blitz Arena 3+0. So it will be Blitz with 3 minutes with no increment. I'll take it. Thank you for your responding and I appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching and asking the questions, because you know the checkersTV YouTube channel is the place, is meant to be a place who is for everyone and for all the variation of checkers, and I really would like to show some content about every variation of checkers. And honestly, already I made a video with the rules of American checkers. Mostly I show international ones and Brazilian ones, and like the short that I published yesterday, but in the end I think that will be area and space for all the variations of checkers. It's the place that has some mission to unite all the checkers players from all over the world, and that's the reason why I convert from Polish to English during those streams. Ty wygrałeś pierwszy turniej, ja pierwszą partię na turnieju. Adrian, super, gratulacje. Bardzo mnie to cieszy w takim wypadku. Okay, more and more players come to play this hourly Super Blitz Arena. Meanwhile, we have a quotes from Edgar Allan Poe. I will therefore take occasion to assert that the higher powers of the reflective intellect are more decidedly and more usefully tasked by the unostentatious game of draughts than by the elaborate frivolity of chess, whatever it means. It's a difficult language from the American writer Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, 15 players already waiting for the tournament starts, and my rating is the highest one. And the tournament hourly Super Blitz Arena starts in 12 seconds. Good luck to everyone who wants to play.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Let's go. So MKHT Draft will be my opponent, I guess. Is there a color system to be played? Okay, it's been a while since I played it the last time, but let's go. Vatutin variation, okay, no, classical ones. Okay. Okay. It looked similar to ancient variations, but right now perhaps it is not the same way. And it's similar to the way that Mateusz Lewandowski beat me in Środa Śląska. That's an interesting move, definitely. And that's something I didn't play because I used this one. This is good because it holds me with this possibility. Okay, I'll play here. And how would you like to answer me, my dear opponents? I think I like my position. Maybe he will be forced to make, that's right, something like that, after which I get better position perhaps. Maybe not so better, but with some chances. Really interesting game in the end. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perhaps I would leave even let him to make this combination. This. He's taking that. Or maybe in this option it works well as well for me. I think he can't move the piece here to 38. Okay, but I need to speed up. That's a good move. Perhaps the only possible move for me. I had this move, I could make it. One, two, three, four. Okay, I'll take it. I'm not afraid, I guess. Where he wants to go. Combinations everywhere, perhaps he's forced to do it. Oh. I forgot about this, totally. So I'll take it on time. I made it winning one, and it was extremely difficult and nice game, and I just missed the opportunity of this one for free. But I was playing against really good player, really tough one, and I played extremely interesting game. Bye, see you next time. Thank you for being here and watching this, Bartosz. So it's a pity, but I deserved the victory in such a difficult game of color system, I guess. Gimerto, next one, let's go. This is the patron. Oh, quite nice, interesting move, 19 to 24. It looks like it's never good, but once you are good in maneuvering such positions, you can be surprisingly good against your opponents. So we'll check if my opponents will play that well. Of course, it's not easy. Okay, I don't want my wing to be closed and locked, so I'll take this way, and all those pieces are standing on the side of the board. This would allow him to exchange this 2 for 2, so I'll wait with this. But the only possibility to avoid it is just to play this exchange by myself. Okay, I didn't play here because I didn't want this exchange, this simplification of my opponent. And slowly centralizing pieces, developing the other ones from the back. And then we'll get to the moment of the final crucial decisions. I think there is no Philippe coup in these positions. There's a threat, hints to cover. Have you ever played Canadian checkers 12 by 12? Yes, I did, honestly. On the Playok site it was possible for some time to play this variation of checkers, and I had a view that the game was never ending, but honestly, once I've started to play international 100 squared checkers, I've had the same. I think the rules are the same as international, but in the even bigger board. That's right. And you know, there is a question, because where is the end of the perception of human? And I think that people can't play perfect on international 100 squared checkers. So it's not necessary, maybe like that, to make the board bigger and bigger. So my position in the game definitely came to the moment of surrounding from my opponent, but there are no many columns in his basic line, so it gives me a chance to improve in the center. I believe it will be good from my side. I can always make some exchanges, like for example with this move. Okay, this way I will develop here. And just to have some space to play, probably I will exchange this piece. Maybe it's not necessary, but I will feel more comfortable about that. Yep, this one I'll cover. Can even exchange this. I will open it in a little in the central part. There are many plans to win it, but I think this one just holds all those pieces on the side. And this is something that I like. He can exchange here if he wants. I'll take this way probably. He's not going for dirt. And he needs to take forward, and this gives me this possibility finally. So with breakthrough, this is winning for me, absolutely. Okay. Maybe it was better for me not to miss it, but still, what he wants to play there. Having only 16 seconds. I complicated it a little. It was winning position still, but once again, I was not playing too precise in the end game. I need to develop it, correct it, be better on this. Are lead drafts the best place to play checkers online? It depends, because, you know, there are many different players playing, and the question is on your level. If you are really experienced, good player, like internationally playing player, then I think lead drafts is the best because it contains the best players in the world, and everyone from the top of the world plays there. But when you are a beginner, then lead drafts is totally problematic for you, because then it would be so demotivating. You would lose all the game once you start. It's not like you would like to have no improvements on your results. So I would not recommend to play on lead drafts then. 1, 2, 3, I'll cover this gap, because after this that would happen. Now I'll attack. So if you are a beginner, I think much better is to play on the portals like Checkers Online, like for example the application from CC Games, Playok maybe. And if you will type on the chat exclamation mark and play, then you will see the links to the places that I advise to play. This guy plays in a quite strange style, but it works in the end. Leaving those pieces that way and those pieces that way all the game through. Not an ordinary thing, I guess. Gives me some possibility to push here. I don't think this exchange would be good. And if I take this 25, and probably that will happen, then this piece will be fine in such position. So I take this exchange because this piece will isolate not only 15 but as well 5. And he goes here, okay, I'm not afraid of this. After this I will meet such move, can I? I can't go here. What about this move? Or maybe I'll just make this threat. This is not working. I'm not afraid of this covering. And he needs to react. But how? So I made a column, I make a threat to play here or here. And where will you play, my dear opponent? Ooh, there's sacrifice. So he attacked 3 pieces, and now I can use the majority capture rule. Question is it good or not for me? I need to react somehow. You know what? I'm afraid he will get to a king and I can't calculate it till the end, so I'll just take this variation. Not to spend too much time on it. After this majority is much better, so I'm not afraid of it. Okay. I'm not doing it good. Only 25 seconds.
Heaven just knows what it wants. Will I go back to
And I lost it.
everyone could break my heart,
Another color game?
but I try my best.
I'll take it. Okay, this guy changed. He has quite higher elo than me and he definitely wants to attack. Okay, feel free to attack. I'll try to surround this one. And he opened the position. It's reasonable, of course.
I got nothing to be scared of, because where people live, there is always love. I know the answer,
Playing aggressively pays off most of the times.
so I'll try my best to not.
Looks like it will work for him. So I need to try to counter it a bit. Now I have a simple plan of attacking here, the point 27. He can't go here because I have this column working, 1822, and actually it could be a bit problematic for him. So I guess the only way was to remove this 39 piece and to finally play here. So I'll switch into attack of this wing. Thank you again for sharing some knowledge with me, I really appreciate it, and see you next time. I gotta go. Thank you very much for being here, Edgar, and see you, I hope, on the other streams.
And I find it hard to let go. Memories keep me together. Gotta fight till the end, no pressure, no pressure. And I find it hard to say no to the ones who want something better, the ones who never say never.
How he likes to play that. Okay, there's a draw. This guy played quite well. Higher rating than me. Jan Ecke, perhaps some Dutch player. Riche Mashala. Okay, 1926. It's really nice that that tournament lets me to play against guys who have some high elo, so nice games are to be played. I'll make this exchange because I think this is not possible. And I can lock his wing. I prefer now him to take some tempos there. 1, 2, 3 for 3, 2 for 1. It's not perhaps good for me. So I would like to keep this lock on the wing, which can be perhaps not passable until the end of the world, because after such moves he can free himself out. And after such moves as well. But what to play if not there? No way to avoid it, he can free himself. But perhaps he will not want it. Hello Damiano, you wanna play online game with me or just playing in the tournament? Hello Kubunio, we'll see. Jeden za dwa. 1, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. It cannot work. There are time troubles. Can force this variation, which is not looking good for me. 36 seconds only, so I need to play fast. This takes piece, okay. Luckily for me, he's not doing that. He didn't want to get a piece. Oh. Well, it happens. I think your viewers would prefer to watch game against high elo opponent. All the time I play against high elo opponents. But I am not high elo opponent. Of myself, 22010. Okay, so... Oh, 21. Oh, Kubunia, what is your elo rating? Okay, this guy is just playing Berserk. I can't even remember what are the names of those functions. So I'd like to have some difficult position. (21, 51, 52). So the same as this guy. What did I play? After this move I will be forced to exchange. Is it working? Is it working or not? How good am I? How nice combinations can I find in the forced variations? Kubuś, you're not afraid? But I like to complicate things. There was no more difficult thing to do. Why your delay is so big, Damiano? Invite me, okay, Damiano? Okay. But tell me, what is your nickname, Kubunia? Kuba or something else? And what do you want to play? What game? And what time? After this one. This one is finished already. I bet that you play something one like bullets 1+0, 1+1 or something. This is not my time. Whatever you want. So let's make it 3+2. You ready or not? Playing against Kuba Gazda. 3+0. 3+2 is as well good for you. You told me that you have 2152. What is it? Good luck, you too. Kubunia, Kubunia. Oh, you're predicting my moves so well, Kubunia. How good you are. Kubunia, Kubunia. Why so many exchanges? Kubunia. Why to simplify, Kubunia? Just let's try not to be too aggressive. Kubunia, Kubunia. Kubunia wymyśla kombinacyjki. Kubunia wymyśla kombinacyjki, tylko jak się przed nimi obronić. Dobrze. English please, proszę bardzo. Przecież 11-17 wygrywało przed tym atakiem. Czemu żeś tam nie zagrał? Nie byłem w stanie przed tamtym się obronić. Takie rzeczy. Wola Boga, Kubunia, wola Boga. Rematch. Nieładnie. Kuba Gazda is making huge zamieszanie. Robi, proszę, jaki lekceważący okrążyciel. No. Spokojnie, wejdę w rytm Kubunia, to suchej nitki nie zostanie. Tarirara. And there is no combination here, come on. Czemu streamujesz na tym kanale? Bo ten kanał chcę rozwijać. Ten kanał to jest przyszłość, a warcabyTV będę zamykał. Nie no, żartuję, nie będę zamykał, ale będę bardzo ograniczał. W sensie aktywność swoją w internecie. Idę międzynarodowo. Going international, so there will be less and less Polish language. Damian, why are you streaming at this channel? That's a good question, because the previous one I did not understand, Kepsa. So the reason why I'm streaming on this channel is because I want to create international content for the worldwide audience and not only for Polish one. Are you satisfied with this answer or not? But I didn't promote it at all, and I just want to test some things that I test today. No drunk streams, Kepsa. Not ever. Jak nie, to przynajmniej się napijemy. Jest to jakaś kusząca propozycja. Ale nie za wszelką cenę. How beautiful moves can be invented by Kuba Gazda. Impressing. Here, here, here. How good is he, Kuba Gazda? One, two, three. Is the awaiting move or not? Can't see. Perhaps I will miss something again in a game between against Kuba Gazda, but perhaps not. Czy masz jakiś klub warcabowy na draughts? Adrian Składi z Twitcha? Wiesz co, miałem kiedyś, tylko nie pamiętam nawet jak się nazywa. Here, 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 here.
Did you know I'm picking up the pieces of my soul? I lost control and I could shake the feeling on my own. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes, but I miss what you had inside. That feels you can deny. 'Cause I thought you were the light. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking
Oh, I did have this combination, but maybe not working.
Falling fast, now my mind is freezing, but I can't show that I can go ahead without you in my feelings. No, 'cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes, but I miss what you had inside. That feels you can't deny. 'Cause I thought you were the light. 'Cause I thought you were the light that was breaking through my eyes. 'Cause I thought
Ale wymyślił. Ale wymyślił.
you pull me in like gravity. You do, changing the way that my body moves. It's true. Without the moon, there'd be no way. Without the stars, there'd be no space. When I got you by my side, you made me feel like the world in your.
Jeszcze nie.
All of the stars in the night sky shine bright, but I only got my eyes on you because we got something more to give. We got something more within. Let it out and show the world tonight. Without the moon, there'd be no way.
Zero szacunku, Kubunia. Znowu, ale ładnie żeś wymyślił tę obronę. Ładnie żeś to wymyślił. Dobra, ostatnia, decydująca. Last decisive game. Pamiętasz nasz pierwszy keller wspólny? W Lututowie 2015? To były czasy. Tu nie wolno, no co ty, Kubuś? Kto cię kellera uczył? Pamiętam tylko 2 i 3. Drugi i trzeci raz jak graliśmy kellera. Czarnymi nie gram, bo trener od białych zawsze uczył. To dobrze. Nic nie zapamiętałem czarnymi. No to kiepsko. Trzeba nad tym popracować.
Hard to believe that anything's worth it. Ain't selling your soul, you give it away. No way to hide your heart is hurting. Fragile at best, you're ready to break. But there's still hope waiting on the horizon. You haven't lost yourself, lost yourself. Ghost spark the fire inside you. You haven't lost yourself, lost yourself. But there's still hope waiting on the horizon. You haven't lost yourself, lost yourself. Ghost spark the fire inside.
Okej. La. La, co ten Kubuś gra?
So I'm lighting up just like a cigarette smoke till it's in my head, take it all away. Yeah, I'm lighting up just like a cigarette smoke till it's in my head, take the pain away. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn.
kurde, jak ci to wyjdzie, to mega. Czemu nie w drugą stronę? Z wpuszczeniem mi tutaj damki. No, tu jest 3 za 4. Aha. Why that way? What? What have I done? Ajajajajaj. Ajajajaj. But, Kubunia. I think there was a combination. Oh, it was not? So it was not possible to take... Oh, Zugzwang. Oh, I took there, okay. So this is thing that I don't know. Sprawiedliwy wynik, skoro tak mówisz. Ach ty, kombinacyjny ty. Tu też była wygrana jeszcze potem. Po prostu co? No, też taka wygrana remisowa. 3-3 sprawiedliwy wynik, to prawda. Bubu invited me to some combination. To some tournament. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So, thanks to today's opportunity, I've checked many interesting things, like for example introducing myself as Damian Reszka, host. I think you enjoyed, I hope you enjoyed this transmission, this broadcast. More to come, because now I know how it works everywhere. And what can I say? Tomorrow we see each other in the evening at the Twitch Checkers Online TV, when and where we'll be playing the Checkers Arena tournament against 500 players. So see you there, and thank you for watching today. Bye bye. Let's promote CC Games.